Right? How you all doing? Cross your fingers. This might be one of the last vlogs I do on my phone for a while, which isn't a bad thing. Just the audio on using my phone is awful. I'm not using this microphone, by the way. I've just finished my live stream of four pretty boys going on an adventure. The game, Final Fantasy 15. What an interesting day. Would have been an interesting vlog had I have vlogged it. But, like, first thing this morning, the standard run around, getting the kids ready for school, getting them into school. Took the dog out, went into town. What did we do? Took mum's TV in, or mum and dad's TV in for repair down at Broadland Electronics. Rocking. Went all the way back home again. Picked up Inky's push bike, took that all the way down to, is it Mandarin? I think it might be Mandarin Cycles. Took that in to get that repaired. So basically we went from my house to the school, back to my house, got the dog, took the dog out, back to my house, then to mum's house, got the TV, went to town, went back to mum's house, changed car, then went to my house, then went back to town. that was a bit of a laugh. And then I got a message from Twitter, because yesterday Zaber started his crusade against the network. And so whilst I'm mad dashing around, I say to Zaber, like, I say, look, hey, we got a message, we got a reply from all your tweets and stuff, and your tweets on Twitter and your stuff on Facebook. The network has replied. And he said, yeah, it's about time, because he's been kind of checking. He'd come up with like hashtags and everything. And I said, look, I'll get into a call with you when I get back. I've just got to do some bits and bobs first. Now, I didn't get to have that call with Zaber, but I have to say thank you, mate, because literally Freedom went dark on me 3 months ago. Was it 3 months ago? The channel went dead. The main channel, youtube.com/Skazius, went dark on the 24th, about 3 months ago. It was 3 months, like a couple days ago. Freedom wouldn't talk to me. YouTube they've been helping, but it's been a bit hit and miss. And Zaber hammered on Freedom, he hammered on YouTube, and obviously Freedom messaged, and they basically said, I don't have the email in front of me, and I can't get it because it's on my phone. They basically said, look, there's nothing more we can do. We have tried. The trouble is they hadn't really informed me of what they were doing at the time, and they gave me a reason as to why they couldn't help. But they then sent a message saying, look, we're contacting YouTube. We have contacted YouTube. We're going to try and get them to do what they can to help you. And it was actually funny because in the tweet they said to Zaber that they'd already messaged me, they'd already emailed me. The email came in like 15-20 minutes after the tweet came out. So I was like, have they actually emailed you? I was like, no. And then I was like, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh, hey man, now they've emailed me. But not long after that, I did a few more bits. As I said, I didn't get a chance to talk to Zaber, but then I got an email from YouTube. It was at K, the support, and I wish I had the email in front of me. They have potentially, maybe possibly, fixed the problem with the main channel. They're like, hey, good news! Sorry for holding up, sorry for keeping you in the dark, but the engineers have found the problem with your channel, and they kind of list what the problem was. They say they fixed it, but the problem is it might take like 3 or so days, maybe a week to, I can't remember the exact word, but it was something like it's going to take a couple of days for it to actually appear on your end. And then everything should be back to normal, hope all's well, and all I want to do is say thank you so goddamn much. Because, fingers crossed we get the channel back. I don't know what other stuff's going to have gone on with the channel, but fingers crossed they haven't reset any of my settings or anything, but there was a problem with the channel that seemed to have happened after we got unlinked from Freedom. I think because I did say before, when we left the network, my dashboard changed. I had like a super old version of the YouTube dashboard after people had like the new dashboard, and now there's a beta dashboard on top of the new dashboard. So I'd missed out the entire time the new dashboard was a thing. I've gone from having 3 months of having the new dashboard, and there's already a beta out to replace it. So, but yeah, so it looks like in the coming weeks we could have the YouTube. The coming days, coming weeks, we could have the main channel back, and I'm pretty psyched for that. It doesn't matter where I post videos, to be honest with you, but there are some videos I'd still like people to have access to, like the Zaba visit vlogs and stuff like that. So Zaba, thank you, mate. You didn't have to, but thank you so much for basically jumping up and down and causing a fuss, because it seems like it helped. I mean, we actually got a response from Freedom, which was nice. And then it just so happened that, coincidentally, YouTube got back in contact and said, hey, yo, I think we solved the problem. So again, thank you to Zaba and YouTube support. Not so much to Freedom. I mean, it came across as a bit more of a damage control kind of email that they sent. But, I mean, thanks for getting back in contact, but because they still had all my details on file. But so hey ho, there's that. There is that the done. Inky has decided she's going to fuck my head today. She has moved all of the kitchen around, and I have no idea where the hell anything is now. But it's different. You can't get to the sugar because it's stuck it's at the back of a shelf now. And I don't want to knock anything off the shelf to try and get to the sugar, so I'm literally just taking stuff out of the bag. But, so that's the thing. And Inky's bike got repaired. They did it in a day. They had to do a fair bit of work, but Inky claims the bike is like it's brand new again, which is rad. Kids had good days in school, and that's basically the groove. Now, the reason this might be the last day of using the phone for the vlogs is because today I received a gift of sorts. Well, it is a gift, actually. But I haven't got all the stuff for it. I've been gifted a Panasonic GH5. And no, this isn't just going to be a vlogging camera. There are so many things I can do with this. Now, I will not be shooting in 4K, even though it will do 4K. There are so many things I can do with this, but like I said, it's not just going to be a vlog camera. I can use this for stills, I can use this for video, I can use it for the stream. There are some projects coming up where, from what I understand, the GH5 over the G9, so if anyone doesn't know, Panasonic do a different range of cameras. They have the GH, so like the GH3, GH4, GH5, which is kind of their top of the line mirrorless dealios, like the professional models, which this is. It's the first time I've had a professional model camera in years. And then they do the G9, and the G9 is, for the most part, about the same as this. G9 comes in at about £1,000. This was £1,250, down from over 1,800. So there's one thing about this which I believe is still a thing in Europe, that makes it way better than the G9. The other choice of camera was the X-T30 from Fuji, but I'll go into all this tomorrow. This has an unlimited recording limit. I can just literally sit it on a tripod, and as long as the battery's running and there's space on the memory card, it will record. Every other camera I have had since I stopped using camcorders in the DV days, the digital video cassette camera days, back before I started the daily vlogs. Oh no, I had one more. I had a camera that recorded in standard def to a memory card, but I didn't use that for very much. Every other camera I've had has had a recording limit. This has a 12-minute record limit. This is my Canon 60D. My EOS M, which is just up there, is a 30-minute record limit. I can't remember if my phone has a record limit on it, but most things in the UK have a 12, 20 or 30-minute record limit. To get past, is it camcorder tax or camera tax? So if a camera records over a certain amount of time and it's a stills camera, it has to be put in a different tax bracket, and obviously companies don't want to do that, so I guess stills cameras have a lower tax bracket. This will apparently record forever, which is ace, because most of the time when I'm using these cameras, I'm using them for video. But I'm ever so thankful for this too today. I could have done the vlog on it today, but I don't have a memory card for it. Like I said, I'm not after 4K, but my God, this was a pretty upgrade and a gift I'm ever so thankful for. Ever so thankful for. So, wow. I can't complain about cameras now, can I? Because this is a beauty. But I'll have a chat about it tomorrow and some of the things I plan to do with it. It was a hell of a surprise. It was a hell of an offer, and anyway, I'm gonna head off. I don't think I have anything else going on. I've hung out with Inky, played with the boys. You know, I've vlogged now, live streamed, done Ring Fit and all that kind of stuff. But I've been running around like a headless chicken all day, and I desperately want to go and have a shower and jump into bed, because I am royally creamed right now. So, fingers crossed the channel's live again in a couple days. And I hope you're well. Thank you again, Zeba. I'll see you all with a bit of luck tomorrow.